Good day to everyone. I am Francisco Michelle S. from CRIA 1-2. Leadership is the process of influencing people by providing them with a purpose, direction, and motivation while you are operating to accomplish a mission and improve the organization. In short, pamumuno, bilang namumuno. They are the role model of their team. As a leader, selfless ka dapat and lagi kang in front. So, meaning to say, mas iisipin mo yung kapakanan ng iba kaysa sa'yo. Ang mga leader known as the front dahil ikaw yung magiging halimbawa nila at ikaw yung susundan nila and ikaw yung magiging motivation nila to accomplish a great mission. If you are showing to them or to your members na you are be strong, brave and genuine, and good leader, yun ang makukuha nila sa'yo. And what happened to the mission? Of course, maganda ang resulta ng mission nyo. And when you are unprofessional as a leader, of course, failed ang mission nyo and your organization. Because a leader, not just a leader by words, but an action. Next, command. Possession and exercise of the command. A specific and legal position unique to the military, the legal and moral responsibilities of commanders exceed those of any other leader of similar position or authority. So, basically, nakikita ito sa military leadership because by the command of the leader of an organization, yun ang gagawin ng mga soldiers niya. Binigyan nila ng dahilan ang mga soldiers or yung member nila to accomplish a great mission because a leader can command but for the purpose of their task goals or mission, before ka mag-command as a leader, dapat clear ang plan mo and organize lahat ng mga dapat mong isagawa. Next one, an army leader is anyone who by virtue of assume role or assign responsibility, inspire and influences people to accomplish organizational goals. An army leader, karaniwan nating makikita ang characteristic of good leader even though they are struggling in their own personal life. Nakaset aside yun and they can stand out. Wala ang word na mahina sa kanila, sa halip ay kayang-kaya nila dahil kakayanin. Makikita mo sa kanila ang power of a good leader because they can motivate people both inside and outside. The chain of command to pursue action, focused thinking ng kanyang mga miyembro dahil ang mindset nila ay diretso, walang kanto, walang liko, walang pabalik dahil they are consistent doon sa mission nila. And also, they can shape decision for the greater good of the organization. Meaning to say, kaya nilang mag-plan, and when their plan does not work, they can try again until ma-accomplish yung goal nila for them. So, consistency is the key, sabi nga. Next, military leadership is the process of influencing others to accomplish the mission by providing purpose, direction, and motivation. Is the ability to influence others, directing them towards the accomplishment of a mission. Ang military leadership, ang pamumuno na kung saan makaka-impluwensya ka ng iyong miyembro by providing purpose and direction and motivation para doon sa mission nyo. Same with the leadership, but the difference mas doble ang military leadership because the way they can act, nandun ang respeto, integridad, focus thinking, and power towards the accomplishment of a mission. Next one, providing purpose and vision. By providing purpose, you enable your soldiers to see the underlying rationale for a mission. You provide them the reason of the act in order to achieve a desired outcome. So, as a leader, kailangan mong malaman ang goal mo at maliwanagan sa'yo yung purpose mo, vision mo, and most importantly, kung saan ka pupunta dapat. Maliwanagan sa'yo ang goal mo, hindi lamang para sa'yo, pati sa mga members mo or mga tagasunod mo. Kinakailangan mo na maibahagi ito ng maayos, bibigyan mo na sila ng dahilan para kumilos kung ano ang dapat nilang gawin, which is magagampanan nila ng maayos. Actions speak louder than voice. Of course, you need to be a role model, dapat may pakita ang karakteristik mo as a good leader, not just by the word. Next, vision is another way that leader provide purpose. Vision refers to an organizational purpose that may be broader or have less immediate consequence than the other purpose statement. Higher level leaders carefully consider how to communicate their vision. As a leader, your subordinate needs to know what your vision is. Ang mga subordinates mo, need nila malaman kung ano yung expected mong mission by your vision upang magkaroon sila ng information or makapagbigay ng suggestion. Like for example, the vision of your leader is to help sa mga tao sa mga affected ng typhoon. Yun na rin na magiging mission ng mga subordinates mo to do that vision. Next, providing direction. When giving direction, you make clear how you want your soldier to accomplish a mission. You prioritize tasks, assign responsibility for completing them, and make sure subordinate understand the Army standard for the task you decide how to accomplish a mission with the available people, time, and resources. So, as a leader, you need to provide the direction. So, meaning to say, dapat linawin mo how you want your soldier to accomplish a mission. Dapat rin na alam nila how to task works or kung ano yung standard ng task para magampanan ng mga subordinates mo yung ini-expect mo na magandang resulta ng kanilang trabaho. Next is providing motivation. So, motivation is the will to accomplish a task. So, by the learning about your soldier, their capabilities, you will soon be able to gear and team to the mission. Once you have given to an order, do not micromanage the process. Allow your soldier to do to the best of their abilities. So, as a leader, you need to provide a motivation. So, kailangan ito ng mga miyembro mo or yung mga soldiers mo. To motivating, once you have a given to task, it is have a power of a good task. Kasi you can motivate people both inside and outside. And the standard of it is giving to successful mission or successful assumption. So, may dadagdag ko lang po is, as a leader, kailangan mong i-motivate ang isang team member is mag-grow. Once you have a given to task, have a ability to everything. Kasi, as a leader, alam mong i-motivate ang member mo. And dito yung standard mo as a leader is you are success to motivate your member. So, yun ang tinatawag na providing motivation. So, let's proceed to the next reporter, Miss Shaina. Thank you and God bless.
Good day everyone, I'm Esteban Shaina D from 3CRI-A2-3. The Be-Know-Do Leadership Philosophy. The characteristic of an effective army leader make up to Be-Know-Do philosophy. Sabi dito, ang katangian daw ng isang effective army leadership na bumubuo sa kung ano ka at kung ano yung alam mong gawin, kung ano ang philosophy. Parang ganon. For example, philosophy of education, na kung saan ay isang kayamanan na hindi makukuha sa'yo ng kahit na sino man o nino man. Embracing a leadership role involves developing all aspects of yourself. Dito pumapasok ang pagpapahalaga sa iyong katangian, kakayahan at sa iyong mga kilos. Matututo kang mag-lead sa pamamagitan ng pag-adapt ng Army values. For example of Army values, yung respeto. Meron kang respeto, loyalty, self-service, ganon. honor, integrity, and personal courage and duty. So, sa pamamagitan lamang ng self-development na ito, ikaw ay magiging isang confident at competent leader of character. Be, know, do. Sabi dito, the key characteristic of an army leader that summarize the leader attributes and core leader competencies. Sabi dito, ang mga pangunahing katangian ng isang pinuno ng army leader na nagsasummarize ng mga katangian ng pinuno at mga pangunahing kakayahan as a leader. For example, the 7K Army values. Ito yung tinatawag na LDR-ship. So, first is loyalty. Virtue, faith, and intelligence to us, to the U.S. Constitution, the Army, your unit, and other soldier. Sabi dito, pagiging tapat o totoong pananampalataya at katapatan sa Army, sa iyong unit o nasasakupan at sa iba pang mga sundalo. Next is duty. Fulfill your obligation. Dapat gawin mo ang obligasyon mo as a army leader. As an army leader. And respect. Treat people as they should be treated. So, for example, pagbibigay galang o respect sa mga tao gaya ng pag-treat nila sa'yo, kung anong respeto binibigay nila sa'yo, ganun mo rin sila kailangan respetuhin. Next is S, self-service. Sabi dito, put the welfare of the nation and army and subordinate before your own. Dapat unahin mo daw muna ang kapakanan ng bansa bago yung sarili mo as a army leader. Next is H, honor. Live up to all army. And next is integrity. Do what is right legally or morally. Gawin mo daw ang tama ayon sa batas on moral. Next is personal courage. Face fear, danger, and adversity, physical man or moral. Sabi dito, harapin ang takot, panganib o kahirapan, physical man o moral. So, kailangan maging handa ka sa lahat ng bagay na darating sa'yo. Ganon. Next, attributes. What an army leader is. Be who you are, a leader, a character, and a leader with presence. Army, a leader begins with that a leader must be the values and attributes that shape character. Sabi dito, dapat alam mo kung sino at ano ka, yung character mo dahil nagsisimula ang pagiging leader o pinuno sa kung ano at sino ka, na alam mo naman na deserve mo yon. So, maaari din nitong maging inspiration mo or makatulong sa'yo sa pagtukoy ng mga katangiang meron ka sa lahat ng oras. So, next is the leader attributes. So, makikita nyo po yung Venn diagram. The leader attributes. So, for example, they focus on developing others. Kung saan ang kalidad ng mga ng pamumuno na ito ay nabubuo sa mga prinsipyo ng situational leadership theory. They suggest that effective leader adapt kung ang isang individual o group ay handa at may kakayahang gumawa ng particular na aksyon. Ang delegating, coaching, and mentoring are important tasks for situational leadership. And next is a leader of character or an identity. So, andito yung Army values. Army values, yun nga yung loyalty, duty, respect, self-service, honor, integrity, and so on. Next is empathy. Next is warrior ethos. Ito yung the missions first. Yun. So, next is a leader with presence. So, military bearing. Nagsasagawa sila ng sarili ng isang professional manner to bring credit sa sarili at sa army sa lahat ng oras. Next is physical fit. Daily activities with optional performance, endurance, and strength. Next is compose. Ito yung nagko-compose ng feelings, emotional, ganon, na hindi mo mapipigilan. Then, confident. And last, resilient. People aware of a situation. Parang, lagi handa ka or alam mo yung magiging situation, ganon. Next is a leader with intellectual capacity. So, mental ability. Yung kakayahan mo. Sound judgment, maayos o mahusay na paghatol. Innovation, pagpapabago. Then, interpersonal tact, pakikipag-ugnayan sa iba. Yung parang pakikipag-ugnayan, yung parang nakikipag-usap ka sa ibang tao, ganon. Domain knowledge. Ito yung kaalaman sa isang larangan. Yun. For example, sa mga may alam ka about sa paano sa pagiging army, ganon. Kung ano ba ang mga kailangan nilang gawin, ganon, kung ano yung, for example, bilang isang army, ano ba yung dapat nilang, bilang isang army, ano ba yung dapat nilang ipakita or ano ba dapat ang ugaling meron ang isang army. So, yun. Dito po natatapos ang aking report. The next reporter is Miss Melissa Gaspar.
Thank you, Miss Esteban. Good day, everyone. I'm Gaspar Melissa P. from 3CRI A2-3. The next topic is Know Skills You Have Mastered as a Leader of Military. Skills you have mastered: a leader with intellectual capacity, confidence, in soldiering skills. What you know is as important as good character in your growth as an army leader. Without it, your command will lack substances to ask subordinates to perform to standard. You must first master the standard yourself. So, as a leader, tulad na lamang ng army, dapat mayroon kang kakayahan na pangalagaan ang iyong nasasakupan at ang isang leader ng army ay mayroong intelektual na kapasidad upang mas mag-guide at matulungan niya ang kanyang mga miyembro. Ang leader ng army ay may authority upang mapasunod ang mga member nito, at kung wala siyang kakayahan na mapasunod ang kanyang nasasakupan, hindi siya epektibo bilang leader ng military. So, as a leader of military, you need to master the 5 types of army leadership attributes and skills in your training. First is the mental agility, having a flexibility of mind, a tendency to anticipate or adapt to uncertain or changing situation. So from the word mental, Dito connected is yung isip. Ang kakayahang mag-isip ng isang leader ng militar. So, bakit nga ba kasi kailangan ito bilang isang leader? Kailangan ito kasi sa militar hindi lamang basta-basta ang kanilang trabaho. May mga pagsubok na dumarating na hindi inaasahan. So, kinakailangan nilang pag-isipan itong mabuti para masolusyonan or maresolba. Halimbawa na lamang is yung kapag ang military ay kailangan sumulong sa isang bakbakan or gera, as a leader, dapat mayroon kang mental ability para mapasunod at matrain mo ang iyong miyembro upang mapagtagumpayan ninyo ang laban. At anumang uncertain situation ang darating, basta epektibo kang leader, hindi ka kinakabahan, hindi ka natatakot, may iwasan nyong magkamali or pumalpak sa laban. Next is the sound judgment. Having a capacity to assess situations or circumstances shrewdly and to draw feasible conclusion. So, dito naman ay ang kapasidad ng isang leader ng military para maayos ang sitwasyon o ang pagsubok at kaya niyang mag-create ng feasible conclusion. Halimbawa is yung pagkakaroon ng inggitan sa mga member ng military. Minsan kasi, ang leader mayroon kadalasang nakakausap or nauutusan. So, yung ibang member is maiinggit. So, as a leader, dapat alam mo kung paano mo ito pipigilan para hindi lumala. Ang leader is gagawa ng feasible conclusion tulad ng wala siyang papanigan at kakausapin niya ng maayos yung mga members niya at ituturing silang pantay-pantay, although nung una pa lang is ganun na talaga yung pakikitungo niya. Kasi na misinterpret lang ng ibang member. So, next is the innovation. The ability to introduce something new for the first time when needed or an opportunity exists. So, sa innovation, ito yung pagbabago. As a leader, gagawa ka ng bagong paraan or way para mas maging epektibo ang iyong pamamahala. So, halimbawa is sa rules and regulation under ng training. So, ikaw na leader, nakikita mo na parang hindi na nila sinusunod yung rules and regulations ninyo. So, gagawa ka ng panibago. Kasi nasanay na sila sa dati eh. So, para maging effective yung training nyo, gagawa ka ng bago na rules and regulation with punishment para hindi sila lumabag. So, next is the interpersonal tact. Interacting with others and accepting the characters, reactions, and motives of oneself and others. Interpersonal is yung pakikipag-interact mo as a leader sa iyong mga miyembro. Yung pakikipagsalamuhan ng leader sa kanyang nasasakupan na with understanding and accepting their characters, motives, and reactions. Ano yan? Vice versa lang yan. Tulad ng yung members, kinakausap din nila yung leader at kinikilala din nila yung leader nila kung paano ba ito mamahala. So, ganun lang po yung sa interpersonal tact. And last is the domain knowledge. Possessing facts, beliefs, logical assumptions, and an understanding of military tactics related to the securing a designated objective through military means. So, sa domain knowledge is, yung isang leader ay mayroong specific knowledge sa kanilang piniling field. So, sa military leader, sila yung epektibo dahil knowledgeable enough at tinataglay nila ang pagkakaroon ng paniniwala at kaya nilang unawain ang military tactics logically. At isa din sila sa totoo bilang sa sarili nila. So, kaya sila nagiging leader kasi marami na silang pagsubok na naranasan sa military. Natutunan nila at alam nila din kung paano ang trabaho ng isang leader. So, yun lang po yung report ko. So, let's proceed to the next reporter, Mr. Lustre.
Hi, good day everyone. I'm Emerick Lustre from 3rd year Criminology A2-3. Core leadership competencies. How you carry out your decisions, leads, develops, and achieves. As you have already seen, leadership takes place in action. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung mga pangunahing kakayahan na dapat taglay ng isang leader o ng isang army leader. Mayroon tayong 3 core leadership competencies. Una ay leads. So, dapat, bilang isang leader, i-motivate mo yung tao mo. Dapat confident ka sa mga sinasabi mo. Sa ganun ay paniwalaan ka at kapani-paniwala yung sinasabi mo. At ma-inspire sila at ganahan sa mga trabaho mo. Pangalawa, develops. Dapat, mayroon kayong teamwork para kung may mga challenges na dumating, mahaharap niyo as a team. And the last, achieves. Dapat, as a leader, mag-set ka ng direction and priorities para ma-achieve niyo yung goals niyo as a team. Levels of Army leadership. Army leadership positions divide into 3 levels: direct, organizational, and strategic. The leadership level involves a number of factors: span of control, headquarters level, extent of the influence of the leader holding the position, size of the unit or organization, type of operations the unit conducts, number of people assigned, the unit's long-term mission, or how far in advance it developed plans.
Good day everyone, I'm Erwin Faustino from 3CRI A2-3. Direct leadership is face-to-face first-line leadership. Subordinates of direct leaders see them all the time. At the team, squad, section, platoon, company, battery, squadron, and battalion levels. The direct leader may command anywhere from handful to several hundred people. Direct leaders influence their subordinates one-on-one but may still guide the organization through subordinates, officer, and non-commissioned officer. Direct leaders quickly see the works, what doesn't work, and how to address the problems. Ang direct leadership ay isang harap-harapan o face-to-face na kasama ang mga first-line leadership. Ang mga subordinates ng direct leadership ay makikita sa isang team. Halimbawa na lang nito ay ang mga squad, section, platoon, battery, battalion levels at marami pang iba. Sila ang mga nag-guide na o nagagabay sa mga subordinates officer at pwede rin silang mag-utos o mag-command sa ibang lugar. Sa ibang lugar, sila ang nakakita ng mga bagay na gagana o mga problema at kung paano ito resolusyonan. Next is the organizational leadership. Organizational leaders command several hundred to several thousand people. Their command is indirect, generally through more levels of subordinates. This chain of command sometimes make it difficult for them to see results. Organizational leaders usually employ staffs of subordinates officers to help manage their organization resources. Organizational leaders are responsible for establishing policy and the organization's working climates. Their skills are the same as those direct leadership, tulad po ng nauna. But they cope with more complexity, more people, direct leaders, but they cope with more complexity, more people, greater uncertainty, and greater number of attended. They have a little face-to-face contact with the rank and file soldier and command at the brigade through corps levels. Typically, they are focused on planning and mission in the next week to 10 years. Ang organizational leadership ay isang organisasyon na kung saan nagkukomand ng mga libu-libong tao. At sila ang tinatawag na chain of command. Sila ang mga grupo na tulong-tulong sa pagbuo ng solusyon sa problema ng komunidad. Same lang sila ng skills or kakayahan ng direct leadership, ngunit ang organizational leadership ay higit na mas malawak o mas malaki sa hinahawakan ng direct leadership. Dahil ang organizational leadership, sila ay nakapokus sa mga planning and mga mission, at sila ang mga magaling maghanap ng solusyon kumpara sa direct leadership. Next is the strategic leadership. Strategic leaders include military and Department of the Army, civilian leaders from the major command level through the Department of Defense leadership. Strategic leaders are responsible for large organization and influence several thousands to hundreds of thousands of people. They establish force size and structure, allocate resources, communicate strategic vision, and prepare their commands for their future roles. Strategic vision and consider the total environment in which Army function. They may take into account such as things as congressional hearings, Army budgetary constraints, new systems, acquisition, civilian programs, research, development, and inter-service cooperation. Ang strategic leadership ay ang mga paumuno, include sa military department at sa mga Department of Army. Ang mga civilian leaders na galing sa command center ng Department of Defense leadership, ibig sabihin sila ang mga responsibilidad sa mga malalaking organisasyon at mga may impluwensyang tao. Sila ang mga namumuno sa mga infrastruktura, mga tagapagbantay, nagiging guro o commander ng mga ibang membro ng bawat henerasyon. Sila ang may mga control, kumbaga kontrolado nila yung kapaligiran at tumutulong sa bawat civilian o mga Pilipino. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Good day, my name is Ganela Jan Lester B, 3CRI A1-2. My report is about leadership principle. The first one is know yourself and seek improvement. Honest self-evaluations to determine his own strengths and weaknesses is of paramount importance to a leader. Through his process, he can determine his capabilities and limitations. Sabi dito, know yourself and self-improvement. As a leader, bago ka mag-improve, kailangan mong i-evaluate mo muna o kailangan mong kilalaning mabuti yung sarili mo. Alamin mo kung ano yung mga bagay na mahina ka at kung saan ka magaling. Once na nagawa mo yun, then you will be ready for a whatever come next. Hindi ka matatakot kasi alam mo yung kakayanan mo at limitasyon mo. And the next is, be technically and tactically proficient. As a leader, must demonstrate to his men that he is qualified to lead his unit. He must be competent in combat operations and training, as well as tactical and administrative aspect of his duty. Be technically and tactically proficient. Bago ka mag-lead o maging leader ng isang team, dapat ipakita mo na kaya mo at qualified ka as a leader. No gain, respect, courage. Kasi ang leader hindi technically and tactically proficient ay hindi lamang mapapahiya ang kanyang sarili. Kasama din dito ang kasamahan niya. Kaya as a leader, dapat ipakita niya may kakayanan siya mag-lead. Especially when it comes to combat operations and training as well bago ka mag-demand ng iba. And the next is seek responsibility and take responsibility for actions. Armed with knowledge, genes for self-evaluation, and sound technical and tactical foundations required to perform his duty. The leader must initiate accomplish his unit mission by seeking responsibility. He develops himself professionally and increase his leadership ability. Seek responsibility and take responsibilities in your action. As a leader, dapat alam mong charge ka sa mga mangyayari, either is good or bad. Kung may pagkakamali ka, tanggapin mo. Huwag mong isisisi sa iba. Throughout this process, di ka magkakaroon ng conflict sa mga kasamahan mo at magiging effective leader ka. The next is make sound and timely decisions. The leader must be able to make rapid estimates of the situations and arrive at a sound decisions. He should be able to reason under the most trying conditions and decide quickly what action is necessary and take advantage of opportunity as it occurs. Sabi dito, make sound and timely as a leader, dapat alam mo yung estimation or situation na haharapin mo. Maayos na decisions para sa inyong plano na kahit habable condition, alam mo yung gagawin mo as a leader to accomplish and solve the problem. And the last is set example. A good leader must be a good example to his men in integrity, courage, professional competence, professional appearance, and conduct. More so, he must set the personal and professional standard for his men. Sabi dito, set an example. As a leader, you must be good example into your member. Kasi kailangan mo maging isang mabuting mabuting paningin sa kanila. Kailangan mong ipakita yung good decisions, brave sa iyong plano, not just word. Gawin mo sa action. As a leader, you must be set a being professional. Kasi sa'yo magmumula yung isang desisyon. Kasi ikaw yung magbibigay nun sa mga member mo. Ikaw yung magiging good example para sundin ka rin nila. And yun lang po, ma'am. Thank you.
I'm Ian Karikunanan from 3CRI A2-3. Know your men and look out for their welfare. Understanding self is of equal importance in understanding his men. It is not enough that leader knows his men's names, rank, and other data. The leader must understand what makes his men stick to their values, ideas, and attitude. Ibig sabihin, dapat patas kang leader. Hindi pwedeng inuuna mo yung sarili mo kaysa sa members mo. Dapat pareho lang at hindi sapat na kilala lang sila based sa pangalan katunayan nila at hindi sa mga impormasyon na tungkol sa kanila. Dapat alam mo din yung halaga nila, dapat humingi ka rin sa kanila ng idea at syempre, dapat kabisado mo din as a leader yung pag-uugali ng mga members mo. Keep your men informed. This will encourage initiative, improve teamwork, and enhance morale. Keeping your men informed will reduce fear and rumors, thus will gain cooperative and instilling to them one common goal and mission. So dapat bilang isang leader, ini-encourage mo din sila para mas galingan pa nila. Dapat ikaw as a leader, palakasin mo yung loob nila para matuto silang maki-operate at dapat sinasabi mo sa kanila yung goal or mission na dapat nyong ma-achieve as a team. Develop sense of responsibility in your subordinates. Another way to show your men that you are interested in their welfare is by giving them the opportunity for professional development. Delegation of authority commensurate with responsibility thus develops mutual confidence, respect between the leader and his subordinates. Dito naman, para maipakita mo yung pag-appreciate mo sa mga tao at sa mga ginagawa nila, dapat bigyan mo din sila ng kanilang promotion. Ensure that the task is understood, supervised, and accomplished. Your men must know what is expected from them and must be informed of specific task requirements through clear and concise orders. Be sure that you made understood by communicating with you men. Do not overtake an order by giving too many details. Sabi dito na dapat kapag bibigyan ka ng gawain sa mga tauhan mo, dapat malinaw at maiintindihan yung paliwanag. Walang maraming pasikot-sikot at syempre dapat inobserbahan mo din yung ginagawa nila upang mabilis sila mayari.
Good day, ma'am. I'm Meryl C. Evangelista from 3CRI A2-3. Train your men as a team. The very essence of leadership is the ability to influence your men to act as one, to act in unison and as a team in the accomplishment of a mission. Train your men as a team. So we must know how can we train our subordinate to be a team. One example to train your men as a team, there must have a team building. In team building, magkakaroon sila ng oras upang makilala ang bawat isa, upang obserbahan kung paano ilipat at pag-iisipan ang bawat isa. At mula dito, ay magsasanay sila to train and to cooperate upang manalo. So, once na may activity na, they know how to move and think each other at doon magkakaroon ng adjustment and cooperations. Next, employ your command unit in accordance with its capabilities. Men get satisfaction when performing tasks which are challenging yet within their capabilities, but become dissatisfied if given tasks that are considered too easy, too difficult, and above all, out of bound. Putting the right person on the right job is the key to his principle. So, as a leader, you must know the capacity of your subordinate para mabigyan mo sila ng tamang task na nakaayon sa kanilang kapasidad o kakayahan. Leadership versus management. As you can see, leadership operates through a wide range of levels, organization sizes, and conditions. Depending on the course of your career as an officer, your path might lead to almost any of these levels and assignments if you are willing to work hard to develop your character. competence, and behavior. You should prepare to embrace the opportunity for promotion when it arises. This path will also take you on an exciting journey through Army life that will almost always provide fulfilling work. One aspect of your job to which you should pay particular attention in the tendency toward the management mindset. This table shows managers and good leaders different in how they approach their jobs. For example, manager administer while leader innovate. And while leaders like managers must also keep keep the organization running smoothly. The next steps come up with better ways to accomplish the goal and creatively engage your subordinates to produce more or better results. In short, leaders continually push the envelope. Naghahanap ng mga paraan upang baguhin at pagbutihin ang kanilang mga utos. Effective leaders ang bumuo ng tiwala and understanding by encouraging their subordinates na sakupin ang pagkusa at kumilos. Binibigyan nila ang kanilang mga sundalo ng silid upang magtrabaho. Hindi ito nangangahulugang pinapayagan silang ulitin ang mga pagkakamali sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng direksyon ng hangarin at pagganyak. Sanayin mo silang mag-operate independently. A pure management mindset is never able to let go and lead. Thank you.